Just in time for Richard Mwenja exclusive. And yet again, we bring in the edition from 17 Losai, of course, our partners on board. And they have a lot of offers for you when it comes to the art of living, or at least your investment portfolio in the real estate. Of course, 17 Losai is all about studio apartment units, of course, going from as low as 3.2 million Kenya shillings. You might ask where they are located. Of course, a stone throw away from Nairobi CBD here in Ngara. And of course, these units come with a number of features for you. Talk of elegant finishes. Of course, a rooftop lounge, access to water that is 24/7, beefed up security systems. And not just that, even the community around here has a lot of investment portfolio. So once you're around this neighborhood, then certainly you can always get the most out of your money. I'm here with Prof. Herman Manyora. Prof, good to see you.
Yes, how are you?
You're fantastic.
Wonderful.
I'm here to get one of these units, and I'm just waiting for your investment.
Yes, yes.
You are to loan me some money to get one of these units.
I got myself one already. I plan to get one more. Yeah.
But there is something unique about these 17 Losai studio apartment units, in the sense that we would highly recommend young professionals or even students to be the first people to come and take them out. Yes. Do you still amplify that particular call to action?
Yes, yes. It's good for them.
It is good for them.
Yeah, it's good for you if you want to start. If you are just starting, you can manage. You stay here and as you grow. When you are to grow this place, you either leave it to your younger sibling or you sell it. Yeah.
Something fascinating about 17 Losai is that they are also coming on board to help you when it comes to financing this project. I'm talking about a 10% initial deposit. You do 80% during the construction phase and then 10% during the final.
And when we talk of construction, you also need to tell the viewers and those potential buyers that the structure is up.
It is up.
And that's why we are here.
Yeah, yeah.
And the showroom is ready. And it's just now the finishing, which will take another 6-7 months or so.
True.
So, yeah.
Actually, you're looking at a handover timeline of by 2026 July. Yeah. All right, fantastic. Prof, how about now we go deep dive into our conversation for the day? And that has to do with the tone of the president. Some say the president is the father figure of a nation. His tone has the power to dispirit, or at least to inspire some sense of hope, and just to make people do the right things. Well, the president has actually sort of analyzed the author of the Kenyan problem, and he attributes that to average thinking. And he made these remarks in light of the dream for Kenya to be the Singapore of Africa. But let's just have a general assessment of those remarks. Do you find the constant comparison with Singapore in the first place nauseating?
It's a constant reminder of how cheap we are. Anytime we talk about Singapore, it just tells us how cheap we are.
How cheap we are.
What is Singapore? What is Singapore? Singapore is a tiny place.
First world country.
Which is a tiny place, miserably tiny.
Miserably tiny.
Yeah. If I'm the president of this country, my vision will be in 10 years to be 10 times better than Singapore in matters of quality of life and development. Well, Singapore, our bar is too low. Yeah.
Let's backpedal to the president's remarks itself. Do you find those sentiments to be talking down on Kenyans, telling Kenyans, what are you doing out here?
No, the president is right. The president is right that our thinking is low, and it is about all of us.
Doesn't that start from him?
All of us. I use the word. I don't know whether I know English. I said all of us. Yeah. I've said many times, over and over again, that what ails this country is lack of seriousness. And low caliber thinking, if there's any thinking. There isn't any thinking that goes in anything we do in this country. Others will not be here. So I agree with the president. Except I'm saying it's all of us.
It is all of us.
Yeah, we must be serious as people. We must never underestimate, underplay, undervalue the place of the human intellect in development. The human mind, the intellect. So that successful economies are knowledge-led economies.
Knowledge-based economies.
Knowledge-based and led economies. If the things we do, anything we do, the most conspicuous thing, conspicuously absent, the most noticeable thing is the absence of thinking. How can you become anywhere near Singapore? How? Look at any government project. Name for me your economist.
Affordable housing.
You see, affordable house. Is there any thinking about affordable housing? Is there any thinking there?
Or G2G government?
No, look, Nairobi, please, I'll get annoyed.
Tell me.
Nairobi has a population, we are told, of about 4 million people. Average. They go to 5 million, they say one during the day disappears back to Kiambu transit, so 4 million. We can even be modest and say Nairobi is a city of 3 million people.
Sure.
Kenya as a country, the last time I checked, it may not be this year, had only 30,000 people, actually less than 30,000 people on mortgage.
Low mortgage uptake?
I'm building my case. Nairobi City, a rough estimate, a poor estimate, and just an average estimate, on top of my mind, just thinking, I have not looked at the figures. Over 80% of people in Nairobi live in those things you call slums. A slum is a better place than Kibra. These things you call slums are actually hovels. They are not slums.
Soweto is a slum?
No, those
in
are not
South
slums.
Africa.
Slums are Dandora. Those are slums. You know Dandora?
Yes.
Umoja, 2, and those Umoja, Kayole, those are the slums now. But these Mukuru Kwanjenga, those are not slums.
What are they?
These are hovels. These are things that are not slums. These are worse than slums.
Dungeons.
Yeah, these are not where human beings should live. People can stay in slums, and you can upgrade those slums. But you cannot upgrade Kibra or Kayole, or Mukuru Kwanjenga, or Kawangware, or Madare. You cannot upgrade those. That's not where human beings are supposed to stay. But this happens to be where about 80% of our countrymen live. Now, with that in mind, if you begin putting up affordable housing, 3,000 here, 1,000 there, 2,000, even if you are given 1 million years, will you settle the city of Nairobi? Even if the population became stagnant. Let's say no new entrant comes to Nairobi. No new child is born in Nairobi. And you continue putting up affordable housing the way Ruto are doing, and the Raila and the Kibaki. If you are given 1 million years, will you have enough houses for the people of Nairobi? This is stupidity. It's not thinking.
Safari ya Bamba ni Machero.
Which Machero? This is not thinking. You cannot be doing 3, 4, 5,000 at best houses, 10,000 per year, when 2 million people don't have houses. That's not thinking. You must come up with big thinking that will immediately, in the next 5 years, give Nairobi people 500,000 houses, 250,000 houses. In the next 10 years, we must have 1 million houses. This nonsense of affordable housing, can it even create 50,000 houses in Nairobi for the next 10 years? That's not thinking. Give me another one.
Prof, even before I cite another case study,
I
mean, you've always argued that politicians, the political class in Kenya have always rode on the back of gullibility of Kenyans and even the lack of wokeness among them. So do you think they are deliberately elbowing out this bigger thinking within us taxpayers that over time there is little to attribute to our taxes and the fullness of time will continue to remain in this third world country that we are in? Is this a creation of the political class?
Of course. Knowingly or unknowingly. They may be willing partners in the design to keep Kenyans poor, to keep Africans poor, for purposes of exploitation by the West. But yet the bigger percentage of the players don't even know what's going on. They are just pawns in an international game. They don't understand the game. If you want to be president, they help you to become president. And you are grateful to them. The policies they implement help you implement or force you to implement directly or indirectly through IMF, World Bank, and other globalist units. Entrench poverty in your country for the purpose of those countries being exploited by the West. You may know, and a few African leaders know, really few know, not a few know, by majority, almost all of them, have no idea what's going on. They're just happy to be pampered, to be praised, you know, to be praised here, pampered here, to go to conferences, photo opportunities with the world leaders. And they get excited about that. But they are killing their own economies, their own countries.
Prof, a section of the United Opposition still takes concern with the tone of the president, and they believe the president is always talking down upon his critics and just Kenyans at large who are calling for accountability from his government. I'll cite an example. A while back, while he was addressing the livestock immunization program, vaccination program from the government, he silenced his critics and saying, I mean, I have a PhD. He invoked his PhD to just show that he has a better understanding of the agenda of government. And even not just that, now we're talking about you people are average thinkers. That's why we are where we are today. Don't you think in the fullness of time, that will make him just always been the bad test of citizens? They'll not see him as a leader, but more of a lamenter.
No, supposing what he's saying is right, he's educated. Supposing immunization is good, is he not allowed to say it? He should say. There's nothing wrong with that. But you are allowed to critique if you want. Someone saying, if someone says he's the best, how does that concern you? If you think he's not the best, you ignore him or you tell him. So the people he say he's telling are free to counter and tell him, Mr. President, we appreciate you have a PhD, but we are not seeing what it is doing.
There's a mismatch.
Some people have told him. Yeah.
Between the credentials and
some
the
people have told him you keep the company of illiterates. That calls to question your PhD. I'm saying that is healthy, according to me. So don't take fault with the president, saying he has a PhD or he knows. Why are you taking fault? Point out if he's wrong. Just tell him, here you are wrong, here you are right. Which is again is healthy.
Which again
There's
is
nothing
healthy.
wrong with the president saying he knows what is good and stating that what he thinks is good. But you don't dismiss him. You come up with a proper argument to show that he doesn't understand the problem as well as he thinks he does.
So does that then mean even for the United Opposition, they've been accused of not having a clear plan? Their plan is just one term. Those are the reservation of the president. So then again, would you employ the United Opposition, much as they're critiquing the president, but to come up with alternative solutions so that you can say the president has a right to listen to them in a more amicable way?
This is politics. Sifuna answered the president, and he answered him very well. He told him, you came with bottom-up, hustler dynasty, hustle, and we voted for you. Now we are just coming up, our agenda is one term. That is politics answering politics. Politics answering
politics.
But there must be space also for agenda, for programs. You will not climb with programs on a platform in Madare to tell people, now we shall do this, those programs. Nobody will listen to you. You go with one term.
Don't talk about addressing our public debt like Safina.
No, those ones, there should be a forum for that. That's not for voting.
Doesn't speak to the hearts of the voters and taxpayers?
No. But we are getting to a stage as a country where there are pertinent issues that those who aspire to leadership, those who want to replace Ruto must tell us what they will do. And not in the normal way. There must be disruptive. Paradigm shifts in the way we look at things like unemployment. There must be a shift. You tell us, look, everybody has been talking about unemployment. Me, I'm creating a million jobs, and this is how I'm creating them. No dumping in this country. Electricity will go down by 50%. Taxes on fuel will go down by 40%, making the cost of production and transport cheaper. Investors will now come, they will create so much. There's no dumping. There's no dumping for textile. We will step up textile production from this level to this level. Corresponding employment will rise in that sector. That's what we want to hear now.
Radical departures.
Yes.
Almost finally, Prof. Yes, we welcome the challenge for us to be the Singapore of Africa. And seemingly the president has a solution to it. He talks about we have an urgent crisis in the sense that we need to build a new airport. The president just said the other day, tuache upuzi, lazima tutajenga airport. And the surest way to do that is to do this through PPP, public-private partnerships. And he talks about we need at least 200 billion for a new airport in Kenya, the shortest time possible. Let me have your thought on this. Do you think that the surest way to us getting the most from our taxes?
No.
Privatization.
First of all, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport is not useless the way the president observes. Yes, it's not doing well.
Yeah.
But it's not doing well because of physical infrastructure. It's not doing well because of management. Human intervention, that's all. Put it under proper management, and Jomo Kenyatta International Airport is good enough. It's good to go.
Without privatizing?
No, what do you need to privatize? It's good to go. Jomo Kenyatta International Airways has the capacity to handle traffic that's good for this country for now.
To justify it.
Look here, you put in place proper management of the airport. That includes human resource. You reorganize Kenya Airways because it's a key component of that arrangement. You know? You stop corruption. So that when we have from our collections at the airport, when we have 2 billion to improve the airport, the leaking roofs, it goes there, not in people's pockets. So if you have another 50 billion shillings, you improve Jomo Kenyatta Airport, Moi International Airport, in where? In Mombasa. Raila Odinga Airport in Kisumu, here that's what we are going to call it.
Yeah.
Airport in Eldoret. You improve kidogo using 20, even 10, 20 billion. So some traffic goes to Mombasa, another traffic goes to Kisumu, some traffic goes to Eldoret. You know, there are people who bring things in Nairobi only to take them later to Mombasa, to Kitale and Eldoret. You know that. That's why Eldoret was put up. There are people who get cargo to Nairobi, then move the same cargo to Kisumu by road, to areas around Kisumu by road. So you synchronize the airports. You improve the airports. But deal with corruption at Kenya Airways. Deal with corruptions, Kenya Airports Authority. Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. Deal with corruption and mismanagement. Recruit the right people. You don't need a new airport for now. No, but that will come later. It will come at a time with new thinking. We can give you a space in Isiolo.
Isiolo?
Yeah. In our strategic planning as a country, say, okay, this is 200 acres, 500 acres in Isiolo or somewhere. We're jenga in the ndege yako, kiwanja yako. This is how we partner with you. You'll hand it back to us after 50 years. But we are not putting in a shilling. Upon a year, public partner, and the government ends up like expressway. The government ends up spending much more money than the investor.
Or selling a
and the investor is assured of income whether or not that thing works. Nonsense. That we shall not buy. And I'm advising investors. When the people of this country take charge of their country, your investment will go up in flames. Invest properly.
Your contracts won't protect you.
Nobody will protect you if you are investing with the corrupt politicians. Don't blame the people of any country. I gave a talk somewhere and there was somebody there from China. He was very annoyed with my talk. But later we talked
a side chat.
Side chat over a cup of. I told him, why are you walking out? What I'm saying is true. Let China invest with the people of Africa, not with the corrupt leaders of Africa.
The people of
Because it's your own investment. When the time comes, because that time will come, when the people will have taken over their countries, their continent, and that time is not very far from now. And you did deals with corrupt leaders, and they are not there. And you can't come by force. So this is the 21st century. You cannot bring a Chinese army to enforce your rights here.
This is their soil, they'll protect it.
This country belongs to Kenyans. Zambia belongs to Zambians. If you go into corrupt deals with Zambian leaders, don't blame the people of Zambia when they reclaim their country and they tell you, my friend, we don't recognize this.
That time is coming?
Yeah. Like these people who are buying this private, I'm not an alarmist. And nobody should blame me. These people who are buying these state corporations,
yeah,
I advise them to be a little more careful. Be a little more careful. Because these assets belong to the people of Kenya.
Sovereign assets.
These assets you are buying at a throwaway belong to the people of Kenya. If you look at contracts, a contract may be voided even though the provisions favor you on account of the public good.
Goodwill from the public.
No, public good in the contract is not catered for. Public interest.
Yeah, I get it.
Like these independent power producers.
Yeah.
I have looked at those contracts. People are saying we can't void them. We can void them because of public interest. Public good is not inbuilt in those public contracts.
Not embedded.
They are not inside. You get it?
I get it.
So if you come and buy a parastatal
Can
at
you
a throwaway,
Yeah.
I will advise you to be a little more careful than people. I'm seeing people just rushing and buying. It's important you think twice. It's important that you think when the deal is too good.
Think twice.
I rest my case.
Thank you so much, and a good place to rest your case indeed. We've been having this edition right from 17 Losai. Of course, we've been partnering with them for quite a while, and they have a number of goodies for you. More precisely, studio apartment units are going from as low as 3.2 million Kenya shillings. Of course, just a stone throw away from Nairobi CBD. They are located here in Ngara. Should you be a university student, college student, or just above 18 years of age, or a young professional, you want to start out in life, or maybe an investor, strategic investor, you want to turn this into an Airbnb, why don't you give them a call today by the numbers and details displayed at the bottom part of your screen. But one thing for sure, you're going to enjoy a number of features, including elegant finishes in their studio apartment units. Of course, there is access to social amenities, top of hospitals, mosques, churches, good transport, infrastructure around this place. Talking about convenient stores, 24-hour security systems, a code access once you're an investor here, and of course a rooftop lounge, among other raft of features that will give you the most of your money. So give them a call today. We've been truly delighted to be with them on board, and anything that we endorse as Nairobi Review certainly has zero trust deficit issues. Isn't that so, Prof?
Correct. You can take our word. I will not be talking about property that is in doubt. This one we do due diligence, but of course purchase has a lot of processes. You yourself must also do diligence. But I can give my word that this is not one of those projects where people want to con Kenyans. No.
With 17
You can
Losai,
even call me. If somebody wants to buy, they can call me. They are free to call
personally.
me. Yeah, I'll give them the assurance. I'll take them through. Yeah, and I'll lead them even to the developer. And they'll have a cup of tea and they will purchase. Yeah.
Whether in Kenya or in the diaspora, trust you me, this is the place where I should bring your money. We get to do this again tomorrow evening. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. For now, though, call 17 Losai.